All right, so the anniversary path is on, and we are going for the fusion. So at a minimum, we need to get two of these rare champions from this. So the video today would be pulling shards until we can get them on both the alt and the main account. On the alt account, I believe we're very close to Mercy. So I'm gonna be pulling Voice first, just so that we hit the legendary champion, and then we'll switch to some ancients, right? Um, and then on the main account, we're just gonna be pulling ancients, try to complete this until we get that 1+1, right? And then we will assess whether or not we want to do some more dungeon diving or just use shards to do all of that. In terms of the path here, I think we're just gonna go down here, grab the key, um, and then I guess we need two keys. Yeah, we're gonna need two keys to get that, and then another one. Out of all these materials, I think Cascades is probably the best. Cascades is just better than some of the mythical relics. We'll be going for that. And other than that, yeah, let's hope that we can get a Void Legendary here. So out of these Voids, the new champion, which is featured here, voice chances are exactly the same. It's not boosted. Actually, none of them are boosted. But the new champion, this guy here, he looks very interesting. I'm hoping that, you know, with the increased chance progressive, starting with 15%, 15x, maybe we can get that. That will be nice, right? Um, so let's get into it and see whether or not we can just get him really fast, get that mercy, uh, and get the legendary, right? Should be fairly close here to the mercy if we count it correctly. Yeah, that new void champion puts storm call buff on your team, and when you have 5 storm call stacks, you put a uh, irresistible stun on the enemy team, and that is fantastic, right? It's basically like that mythical relic Stormcaller, and that irresistible aspect of it is what makes it great. And also, he has that skill that if he has more buff than the enemy, is guaranteed going to crit. So you sort of can build him maybe like a supportish build, I think, and you'll be able to still do damage. Throw in a little bit of um, maybe a little bit of crit damage on him. What is going on? Did we should be in Mercy, right? We're hitting all rares. Um, yeah, for that champion, I think is a defensive based champion. Like you don't necessarily have to build him with just normal damage builder damage set. You can definitely do it in like there we go, and Tyrannorak. Okay, so we finally hit the mercy. Um, After I don't know how many, and it's a Tyrannorak. Tyrannorak is barbarian, and on this account, in terms of Tyrannorak, it might be a new champion. Yeah, don't have Tyrannorak yet. It's a fairly good champion. Um, really good in PVE content. It's just at this point, I'm not looking for any more PVE champions, right? So a little bit unfortunate that we didn't hit that new Argonites. Uh, we really wanted this champion, but yeah, that's what that is. We did hit our Void Mercy, so that one is reset. And just taking a look here at the anniversary path, how do we do in terms of that? So obviously there's, I think, only 4 keys, and you have to get them. You have to get 3 keys. So we're gonna go down here, right? Do I value starstone? No, don't care about starstones. Um, these regal mask, yeah, that's what we want for Alice in Adventure, just to get more chances at cascades, right? You're gonna pick out that key, and then I guess, maybe if we get a chance later, we'll go for these two. Um, Other than that, that's just 1 key here. So you basically have to run down here and down here. Okay, so we're not even close um, to completing the two rares here. Um, just maybe gauge how much we need. For sure, you need to go down here to unlock this node. Um, yeah, you need 2 keys. I guess you would go maybe. It'll be 1 here and one here. That'll be the easiest way to get the 3 keys. Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna do that, and looks like we are missing quite a bit. So we have to go do some summons on the on the on the ancient shards as well, right? Just to make a little bit of space for the ancient shards. Yeah, we'll come back to that, but um, that's it for the alt account. On the main account, I think we're going to just go straight into the ancient shards and try to hit a 1+1. Let's see if we can do it without without using too many shards, right? Same idea, anniversary path. We have to go down here, get the keys, and then get at least 2 rare champions. And to do that, this account, we're just gonna do the 1+1 event. Of the champions in the normal one, this new Argonite looks to be fairly good in PvE content. It does a lot of turn meter boosting and good amount of shield. I think he's gonna help a lot of content. Yeah, the passive, um, put shield, puts turn meter on everybody. At the end of this champion's turn, if your champion is fast, you're putting 15% turn meter on all allies every round. That is insane for those long battles. Chimera, Hydra, etc. He's gonna be really good. Actually, he's gonna be really good. And then AoE revive, 50% HP, 50% turn meter, fairly good. Revive champion is always welcome. Cleanse and put block debuffs, really good. Fervor, this is one of the first one that puts fervor, and is for 2 turns. Even the mythical relic puts it for 1 turn, so that is really nice. And then heals, right? I think this champion is just really solid. I think people are probably voting high, right? Really solid support. So I'm gonna put that champion as the one we're aiming for, and let's get into it. Hopefully we can hit that 1+1 fairly soon, and doesn't have to take too many ancient shards, right? Nope, 1 epic. Nothing. 10 rares. 1 epic. Okay, didn't take long at all. I guess this one we are sort of close to the Mercy, and take maybe like 4, 5, 50 shards. Silka and Alice. Silka is demon spawn. I think I have demon spawn faction guardians filled. Alice is sacred order. Yeah, both of these are dupes. And I think both faction guardians are filled. Yeah, sacred order done, demon spawn done. So not the best. We're hoping for something that can, round out Bannerlords, Barbarian, Orcs, or 8 out of 10, Orgrim tribes, yeah, Dark Elves, and then here we're missing a lot, right? Dwarves. So a little bit unfortunate with that 1+1. Both dupes, and they don't complete any faction guarding for me. So that's yeah, that's not the best. In terms of points, how many did we get? We're just gonna go down here, grab the keys. It looks like for sure we're gonna have to go maybe wait till they do the 1+1 Sacreds and do that event as well. Sacreds are gonna give way more points, right? 4,500 per Sacred Shard. Ancient is giving good value for sure, but once you hit the 1+1, I would probably stop. In terms of Sacred Shards, 4,500 per Sacred, really good. And over here, we're just going to go down and grab these. And we're out. Okay, so need like 1, and then 2 Sacreds, 3 Sacreds, 4, 5, maybe 5 more Sacred Shards. Should be able to get the rares. So we'll do that when there's the Sacred 1+1 event going on. Right now, there's just still the yeah. Once that one shows up, it's gone, right? So no more 1+1 for this. And progressive, like, am I really chasing these? No. We're just gonna do the progressive for the Sacreds once they come up. I think it's tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sacred 1+1 will be active. Other than that, yeah, so that is it for this side. I mean, ideally, we want to also do some voids, but we pop our mercy on Whirling Frost King. One pulling for voice, the other time, I guess chasing Bayek, I guess I should have stopped and really think about, the mercy aspect, because yeah, Whirling Frost King feels bad. Feels bad. So we got Tyranorak, Frost King, and Silka and Alice. So far, nothing too great. In terms of the path here, like looking at it, I've still missed a whole bunch of points. We'll just go ahead and try to see if we can get the ancient 1+1, right? For this account, we are nowhere near mercy, so you need 200 ancients in order to hit mercy. But hopefully, we're not that unlucky. Maybe we can hit the 1+1 in like 100 shards or so. That will be best. The thing is, I don't even have space. Can I make some space? No, they're not ready to be sacrificed. So yeah, we'll just pull a bit and see how it goes. Maybe we can get the 1+1 early, right? Nope. Of these, I guess the fusion. If we can hit this one, that'll be the best, right? Tide Master, off of the epics. That will save a ton for us in terms of the fusion. The voids, I don't think we hit this, right? Not a single one. Sunken Sentinel, from all those void shards that we summon, it's just low chance. Low chance. So yeah, we are gonna go here. Oh, okay. We hit the 1+1 like off of 20 shards. I think we're not nowhere near mercy for this account, and we got the 1+1 done. Fantastic. It's one of the best chances to get if you only care about legendaries. 1+1 is one of the best times to do get legendaries. So yeah, Yoshi the Drunkard, very good against Arbiter because of that passive. Very good at setting up bomb champions with the increased attack and increased accuracy. Everything bombs need. Um, these days, with Mercurial, like bombs, poisons, HP burn champions are all hurting, so you won't see them much. I guess just more PVE. But yeah, once upon a time, when Stone Skin was everywhere, bomb champions were eating good, and Yoshi against like a Arbiter team, um, he's gonna cut in, and he's going to increase attack, increase accuracy for your bombers, and then you can bomb their champions in Stone Skin, right? So Yoshi underrated, but in the current meta doesn't suit him well. War Chief after he got buffed, really good for Chimera. Um, this taunt is for this provoke is for 3 turns. So him by himself can just provoke that head of the one that cleanses, uh, and be completely, you can completely ignore that mechanic, right? Him by himself is good enough, and also his A1 also provokes. So 3-turn provoke. Um, Champion is definitely usable now in areas, but because of this this passive, whenever ally heals a champion in English, wait, does he not have a reflect damage? I thought he did. Maybe that was the old passive, but I thought War Chief reflected damage, and he was the bane of my existence for all these Doom Tower waves where they're like 500k HP and I'm using Seer to one shot the waves. War Chief always like reflects so much damage and you know kills my Seer, right? But whenever I guess this champion, after he got reworked, he's not reflecting damage anymore. I don't see it. Okay, that's great because him in all those waves were so annoying. That was a while ago, I guess. So that's War Chief, and yeah, are any of them Fashion Guardians? That's the real question because Yoshi and War Chief, right? Yoshi and War Chief. Don't care about that. Fashion Guardians. War Chief is here. No. Skinwalkers. Oh, Skinwalkers is maxed. Okay. Well, he's not works, is he? No. Um, and Yoshi is what? Shadowkin? Don't have Yoshi. New champion. Okay. That's it. That's it for this session. I guess we'll have to wait till where does he go? Didn't should be level 1, right? War Chief. It's not in Master Vault. Not in Reserve Vault either? Ah, overflow from full champion. Yeah, need to clean some space. But he's right here. Skinwalkers. Okay, I guess 2 new champions. That's not bad. That's not bad. Um, that's it for my polls. For at least this portion of the event. Tomorrow they're gonna launch, 1+1 for Sacreds. Now that one is a lot harder to hit, especially if you're nowhere near Mercy. Um, just we're just gonna try and do enough points to get the at least the fusion done, right? Fusions these days is gonna be pretty high value, not only because this champion is from the new faction. He puts Magma Shield, which previously only from the relics. Also, you get these tokens, right? This tokens which gives you the ability to go for past fusions. And looking at the past fusions, which one I don't have. Yeah, okay. I guess on this account is all the things that the check marks are the ones I do have. Tier 3, do we care about any of these champions? No. None of them. Tier 2, Oella is pretty good. There's a good Provoker in Hydra, Molly Tankard. Drain uses irresistible HP burn, but that's it. And then tier 1, Brogni for Infinity Shield, nice, but in Helicath, block damage, counterattack, I don't see really high values for at least for this account, right? So we don't have to go really hard for the tokens, I guess. But yeah, for other players, maybe you are missing like Titus or a something like a Fabian for PvP, Armans, right? Sir Nicholas, Wixwell, where are you? Wixwell is big. Yeah, Wixwell, Titus, Fabian. These are some of the best fusions they have ever done, and they're absolutely worth it, right? Just want to see what is the situation like on the main account in terms of fusions. So we missed. These champions are just straight up bad. I skipped all of them, and it was the right call. They're just bad. These champions, I guess this one is okay, but I didn't need it. Skip all of them, don't regret it. Tier 3, there's one champion that I skipped on tier 3, and I still don't have this champion, Rotos. I've had Sifi for the longest time and no Rotos. At this point, is Rotos worth going for? I mean, I will just continue to do the fusions, and once we have 3 tokens, we'll assess, right? But Rotos has escaped my account for so long now. I've skipped 8 fusions, and Rotos is one of the only ones I skipped. We'll think about that one and see whether or not we're going to go for Rotos. Other than that, that's it for all the summons for the Path event. Wait for the Sacreds and do that tomorrow. Other than that, hope that your polls have been better than mine, that you're at least completing some Faction Guardians or getting some good champions. And I'll see you on the next one. Okay, thanks.